Gay people can be trash too.
I'm almost positive that that first lo-fi one that was playing like the little cartoony sounds is the one that keeps getting blocked, torn. So we may have to stop using that if I'm correct. The DMCA free lo-fi is not so DMCA. But I'm gonna try this one that's DM free lo-fi and chill beats, and we'll see if that one works. Anyway, hi everyone, welcome in. I'm trying to encourage it. I'm trying to encourage myself to be on here more often. I've made a few days where I did nothing, even though I said I was supposed to. But you know what? I need to get hassled. I need to get chastised. I need to be made feel guilty. Maybe that's what it's gonna take for me to continue to be live. I know Juju talked about how sad he is that there hasn't been as much content from me lately. That did actually make me think. So, but hi Daggerhilt, welcome in. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. But yeah, so I actually don't really know what I'm wanting to draw. So that's why I kind of did like a whatchamacallit, like a casual sketch thing where I'm just gonna sketch whatever I can think of. I kind of want to draw my latest little boy, Heck, my little dragon Doberman. And I kind of want to give him more arms. Is 4 too much? Or do we need 6? Because he has 4 already. But you know what? Having 6 would be even cooler. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. More arms means more hugs. Exactly. he could hug you 3 times as hard. Get it? Because 3 times 2 is 6. But I don't know. I figured I'd just kind of draw a little bit, see what I can do. If I can't do nothing, then that's fine. Whatever. Also, tell me if the sound and or the music is off, and I will fix it. That reminds me, let me put on closed captioning, because I forgot to last time, and I felt guilty about it. But in case anybody ever needs closed captioning, it is now on. So I kind of wanted to draw him a little more face forward. So let's draw some, like, shapes. And see what we can do. Music level is good. Thank you, Dagger Hilt. Very much appreciated. How you doing today, Dagger? I hope you're doing all right. I miss talking to you most of all, Dagger Hilt. I kind of want to see if I can just use my new style and blend it with a semi-realistic kind of Bara style. Aw, that's so sweet. I need to do this is something I'm going to do soon, and it's something I really need to do. Is I'm going to do an emote stream. I'm going to do an emote stream so that I'm gonna delete all of the older ones. I'm gonna delete all of the older emotes.
What the fuck is going on in here on this day?
Hi, Emmy. Welcome in. I owe you an emote too, right, Emmy? I feel like I owe Juju 2 of them, and I owe Emmy 1. But I need to do an emote stream where I delete all of our emotes, almost all of them. I think some of them are newer, and I need to either redraw them if y'all like them a lot, or just completely draw new ones. Because I feel like we need a hard reset on this channel. We need a season 2, as it were. Been out of town for a week, so I'm cleaning and packing. Ooh, exciting. How exciting. You know, I can't remember. I think I owe you one. I'm almost positive. Hold on. I might have even written it down. It does say Juju 2 emotes. And it says Emily a goblin. So I think the last thing you might have redeemed was a goblin and an emote. I'm almost positive you have an emote. So we're gonna say you do. In fact, Emmy, what would you want your emote to be? Let's do it now. Whatever. And if Juju comes in, we'll draw his emote too. I'll take an emote. Oh, I had pressure to put on someone. Put it like right now. What is the emote that you want? Cause like I want to get some of these off my thing on something like a fat newt saying hi. What do you mean? Like one of your cringe newts? Like this, but a newt. Ah, okay. So let's see what your little newt looks like facing forward. Okay, so we're gonna have it like this. And your little newt has little beady eyes. So one like this. And they've got a cute little snoot. So it'll be like this. No, not a big smile. Should we do a little smile? Should it be like one of those Steven Universe little bean smiles? Going to Lake Coeur d'Alene in Idaho. Swimming, hiking, and boating. Ooh, water stuff. I would stay on the shore and gladly cheer you on. I am not an ocean and or lake or pond or I don't know, bathtub water person. I can't do it. What happens when the water creatures grab my arms and then pull me down under the water? You ever think of that, huh? No. That's what I thought. All right. Yes, exactly. I'm joking. I really hope you have some fun. How many fingies does your little newt have? Let me see. 4 is the usually standard. Oh, it looks like he also has 3 little fingies. Water is pretty deep too. Oh no. Lakes have flesh-eating monsters and oceans have krakens, exactly. You'd probably want it to make sweet, sweet love to you, sicko. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's that exact meme where she goes, "Oh my god!" And then she goes, "Oh my god." Because it was like a fish guy coming out of the water. And he had like ripped abs. We mentioned that meme a lot. We need to have that as a sound command. Torn, can we do that as a sound command? I'm writing it down. It looks like we've done some of the things written on my little post-it here. So, you know, that's, I guess, progress, right? I think it's just like a TikTok meme thing. So sound test stream is done. I'm gonna mark fixed sounds as complete, but I'm gonna write, "Oh my god, sexy meme." That's written. Now on there. Let's make these little fingies smaller. I'm gonna give him a thumb. He may not have a thumb, but I'm giving him a thumb for this emote. I know that meme. I'm almost positive it was like just like a regular artist doing like a reel, and it became like viral. I mean, hold on. I guess I could probably just look it up. Let's see. Camp.
Then they bowed. Gwen, you're the
Hold on.
best. A monster. And then they bowed. Gwen, you're the best. What the hell? Oh my god! Oh my god.
Apparently it's from a cartoon called Camp. Bookmark that? Okay. Oh my god! Oh my god. I've never heard of Camp, but I'm assuming it's some
Jelly
cartoon.
Duck.
Hi, Jelly Duck.
Jelly Duck, Jelly Duck, Jelly Duck 100. Jelly Duck, Jelly Duck, Jelly Duck 100. Jelly Duck, Jelly Duck, Jelly Duck 100. Jelly Duck, Jelly Duck, Jelly Duck 100.
That sure is a theme song. Hi, Jelly Duck. I don't think I've actually heard that yet. I think anytime that has come on, I was on the Discord call and I can't hear the sounds from there. That was really cute, though. But thanks for the lurk. Jelly Duck, Jelly Duck, Jelly Duck, Jelly Duck 100. If Juju pops in here, hopefully I can make his emote too. Might have to make these little fingies longer to make it look like an actual wave. Let's put the thumb going outwards, because right now it just looks like he's saying he wants 3 items. We need lyrics to our song. I still can't wait for Silent Hill F. Is that out yet? When does that come out? I feel like we've been talking about that game forever. I feel like you've been talking about this game forever. Also, Tor needs to finish the Silent Hill remake. He's been dragging his ass over that. Yes, he does. Also, Emmy, does this look okay so far? I'm assuming this looks fine. I'm gonna give him a little neck. He's throwing neck for catch up.
Guess who forgot to reincarnate on time? It's Paul Remus here.
Ew, what is this? Yuck. Also, we need to have throwing neck for catch up as a sound command. Ooh, there's a Wormadam, the trash version. We watch you tomorrow, Torn. You better. Exactly. That son of a bitch. It's cute. Okay, good. This is an easy one. Your cringe nude is not exactly super detailed, though, so, you know, that's probably why. I'm gonna do some thick lines. Y'all, it took me a long time to psych myself out to go live today. I almost didn't. I was like, no, I have to. I have to. Ugh, y'all. I don't know what's going on with me lately. Maybe it's the weight of the world. And you did it. Thank you. That's right. You're right. You make a good point. It's on the list. You must obey the list. Exactly. Well, I mean, you say that, but I was supposed to have washed my hair 2 days ago. I still haven't washed my hair. What's today? Today's Thursday, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. So I need to do a face regiment and wash my hair. I guess the No Man's Sky stream that I was planning today didn't happen, but you know, that's fine. I did something. I'm doing something. But I really need to get back into No Man's Sky because of the new update. Also, I'm pretty sure that the prizes I got for watching on Twitch may have already expired. So I need to go on there and see if they're gone yet. I didn't get the ship, but I got a couple things. Been hard to stream. Yeah, I haven't seen you on as much lately either, but I can't blame you. Ooh, this world is crazy! Crazy! Morning. Oh, No Man's Sky is so fun for me to stream because we truly can just sit here and just play for hours casually and just chat. I think that's my favorite part about it, is it makes it really easy to just play and chat and hang out. And it's kind of just like a vibe. And I want to see all the new creatures. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that there was a planet where somebody found a bunch of penis monsters in No Man's Sky? And you were able to ride the penis monsters. And I'm not saying this in a sexualized way. I'm just saying that they are, in fact, what look like monsters shaped like genitals. Just, you know, just to let y'all know that I have the right tags on.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at it undulate.
I'm gonna post it in the Discord. Hold on. I could easily find it. Hold on. I'm gonna post it in the Discord. Found it. Hold on. Let me figure out how to... Oh, that's a Reddit thread.
You probably will get to see me
Gobble and swallow.
gobble and swallow up.
Y'all know, y'all can get on Reddit. I'm just gonna post a Reddit thread. Y'all can do that. I'm sure you all have Reddit accounts. Probably will get to see me gobble and swallow. I'm putting it in the YouTube videos and such channel. There it is. And I think he actually rides the creature in the video, so you get to see that too.
We have Debbie. Welcome to the show. Today we have a special offer.
What is going on with this? I don't like this lo-fi thing where there's sounds, where people are talking. That's garbage. That's garbage, mama. I'm gonna exclude that from my taste profile. We'll put it on whatever sound this is. It sounds relaxing too. So I started a third gacha game that I really shouldn't have started. It's that XXL Wolfia. I don't know if y'all have heard of it. It's kind of like a Bara style, kind of like gacha, like AFK style thing, kind of like a Cookie Run or Dislight. But it has no, I'm not spending money on this one. It's not good enough to spend money on. I have spent money on Dislight and Cookie Run though, I will say that. But this one is not going to get my money because it feels still kind of new. It still feels a little amateurish. And I feel like that would be like putting money into some weird online game that nobody really cares about. So I'm being careful with this one. But it's got a bunch of like hot guys and like thick men and monsters and stuff. So I'm giving it a shot. I'm giving it a try. I think that's another problem of mine is that a lot of these gacha games have been eating up my time. And sometimes I'll just sit in the bed and just play gacha games like for hours. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need to get myself away from gacha games. This is what it's called. Go ahead and actually let me see if I can find a trailer for that too. Why not? I'm gonna post it in the channel too. This is why we have the Discord, y'all. This is why we have the Discord, and I need to remember that. Trailer. Copy link. There you are. Okay, so now I have it in the Discord in the same place, the YouTube What Are You Watching one. So you should find the trailer there. Ooh, not that. Excuse me. Get back into the channel. The Discord. Yeah, exactly. That thing. Ooh, that's a sexy picture of Blythe, that werewolf guy from that one game. I forget what it's called. Elden Ring, is that it? Yeah. Blythe is from Elden Ring, right? The one furry in the whole game. Also, I've got a Baja Blast here next to me, and it's so good to be sipping on it. Yeah, I like him. He's a good boy. Also, are you talking about this this emote? Look at the emote so far, Emmy. What do you think? It's super cute, right? I kind of want to draw a little bit of a chin, but not like too much of a definition of it. I kind of want it to look like it would fit in on your channel, like with the rest of the emotes. I'll put like a little mark here. Talk about Wereman and Elden Ring, but yes, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, I like Blythe a lot. So much good art of him out there. But yeah, there's a character in XXL Wolfia that has a interesting name. I think his full name is Anubarus. I guess it's based off of Anubis. But he has 3 heads, and each one of the heads has a name based on the ear color. Like the inside of the ear is colored a different color on each one. One of them has a white inner ear, the other one has a yellow inner ear, and the other one has a black inner ear. And each head is named individually after that. The white-eared one is called Whitey. The yellow-eared one is called Yelloy, and the black-eared one is called Blackie. So it's definitely some interesting names. Yeah, Anubis and Cerberus. Oh, I get it. Yeah. So it's like an Anubis version of Cerberus with 3 heads. I feel like they could have chosen more creative, less controversial names. I posted about it on Instagram, and I was afraid it was going to get taken down for hate speech. Maybe they'll patch a thing. It could have been like Blanc, Ebony, and like there's a ton of yellow names. I mean, Sunshine, Gold, like endless. Okay, so Emmy, do you want it to where it's an open mouth with a tongue like this? Or do you want it to where it's like smiling with like the cutesy teeth? Kind of like this. I don't know if you saw both of those, but I can back it up if you want. If you don't like the teeth like that, I can fix it up for you. I could just be like this, where it's like the actual lines. You like the open mouth? Okay, that's what I thought. I'm gonna give it a little fang. Look how cute. I'm gonna make it more pronounced. There we go. So cute. Look at that little bitch. I kind of want to move the arm a little bit. Like down here. There we go. Just a small adjustment. Torn, I don't know if you can hear me, but we stopped by the liquor store today, and I grabbed you a few things, or a couple things, the little teefer. I hope that you like it. Maybe it'll be a little incentive for you to stream tomorrow. You can have a little bit of it. I know, baby, I know. All right, let me see if I can color match that baby. Almost positive it's like this color. Okay, I think that's a good color. Barf. Don't you start, Emmy. You've got a good relationship too, so whatever. Pretending like you're disgusted. That's right. Doxing all of it. I'll expose you. I'll expose you to everyone. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to make the palm a different color, because I'm almost positive the little arm is a different color from the rest of the body, like this. Whoopsie. I don't know if I like that. K-pop people, I know how it works. Shaking in my boots, truly. I know how the VTuber life is. Or should I make them like beans? I might make them like beans. Look at them beans. Chicken in your boots. In your Uggs. No, that was a motorcycle on the road. It was very loud. It did sound like a moo though. Moo. Okay, let me see how the rest of the... Okay, so it looks like it goes up towards the eyes and then down. I guess I won't need this arm. I don't know. I don't know how that would work on your little cringe newt. I think it goes down like this and then kind of ends here. So we'll do it kind of like this. I'm trying to match it as much as I can while it's still making sense. It would be something like this. Yeah, that looks a little cooler. I didn't moo. And the second moo was the motorcycle. Gotcha. Yeah, we were just mooing at the same time. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. I feel like something used that in a commercial recently. Or like a horror movie. I think one of the horror movies made like a commercial that had like that song slowed down. I'm not 100% though. Torn, can you confirm?
Sloppy.
Sloppy. Hi, Phoenix. Let's see. Ooh, I want one of those emotes too. The one that Phoenix just put up. It sounds like weapons, but I could be making that up. No, you might be right. But I want that emote that Phoenix just put where like either Gideon or Bartleby is walking up and then leaving. That would be so cute. Should we just do that emote stream now? I don't know. Howdy. Boy, howdy, shoot. How you doing, feller? Oops, not that. Reference, tongue, inner mouth, white tooth. I'll do a little shine in the eye. I love the arrive and leave emote. Same. And it can be used for so many things. Like, it could be like a, I'm just coming to see what's going on and I'm gonna leave kind of thing. Or it's like if somebody says something stupid, you could do the thing where it's coming in, looking at you, and then leaving. Like, it's like, no. It's so versatile. See, I like emotes where you can kind of do, like, multiple things with it. I feel like these nostrils are not quite right. Let me even them out. All I need to do is copy and paste this nostril and then flip it so that it's like this. Okay, so I feel like I got it pretty close, right, Emmy? I don't know if you're still there, lurking, like a little pervert, but take a look and see if you kind of current fave is this. Hold on. Oh yes, that's so cute. Where it's just kind of like blinking offhandedly. Yeah, I like them. I feel like I need to lower the eyes, though. Just a little bit. Frog blinking. Yeah, that actually helps a little bit. I like that better. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of the background color, so it looks kind of like this. Should we do any kind of shading? It doesn't look like your character has any shading, except for right here under the chin. So instead of this black line, we're just gonna do a darker color. Kind of like a shade. Maybe that's what people do with their emotes. They don't use a lot of black lines except for the outer edges, and then on the inside is where you use other colors. I can actually see that on Emmy's emote, that around the mouth color is actually just a darker yellow. So maybe that's what people do with their emotes. I'm gonna have to try that. Where on the outer edges, it can be black or even just like a darker color of what's inside. And then the inside also uses that. I'm figuring it out, y'all. Eventually. And slowly. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, so it would be like this. Then be deleted. This can go like this. And then if I highlight this, and then highlight you, and press cut and paste, and get rid of this, and it would be an even chin. Hell yeah. I think I might help the emotes. I think I might help the emotes because Twitch smooshes them so tiny that the black lines can sometimes blend. That's what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna do that with this. Let me turn off the reference. Okay, so now that is like a darker black kind of color, or darker brown. Let me see the rest of your little emotes. Oh, we really need to clean our what do you call these? Our monitor screens. They're nasty. Trying to see more of your emotes, but kind of off screen. Amy, post all of your newts. Put all the newts in the chat. I don't know what you're doing right now, but do what I want you to do. Even if you're at work, ignore work. Say less. Hell yeah. Okay, so it looks like the inner mouth also has that same coloration type thing, but it uses a darker version of the inner mouth instead. So let's do that and see how that works. I like that better, yes. Also, I don't know if you've heard, but we might be taking care of Chloe soon. You know Chloe, right? The dog. I don't want to say too much. Bathe her stinky ass too if you want. Okay, good. I don't know how caught up you are with family drama right now. If not, make sure to call your older sister. See how she's doing. You heard it all? Okay, good. So all my sisters are in the know. I need to get you all keys. And I think I'm done with this. I think I got it. It looks pretty cute. It's not the exact same shape as yours. I could probably squish down the head a bit to make it a little more like yours. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. The head's looking a little closer to what you have. Just a little adjustments here and there. Let me see. Yeah, that is closer. I think the eyes also need to be, well, they're almost black. Let's see. Yeah, there we go, like a dark brown kind of color. I might lower them some more, actually. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, there we go. That looks closer. Okay, let me just put a title screen over this real quick while I send it to Emmy.
Can someone kill me, please?
It's okay. I have to be at work tomorrow at 6 a.m. Yuck. Oh, fuck. This email thing is finicky. I think I have your email, Emmy. It feels like it's your full actual name at AOL. If it isn't, let me know. I'll send it to another one, but I'm pretty sure I sent it to that account. I would check there. Thoughts and prayers, right? That's the one. Okay, perfect. Then you now have it in your email. Do you think I should color that owl PNG from last time? Would y'all be okay if I did that? The email that doxed me. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. And I have the screen over it, so nobody could see it. But y'all remember the owl PNG tuber from last time. I never did color it. She is so intricately detailed, y'all. Look at this shit. Also, there's a Nidoran mail in chat to anybody who hasn't got one. The owl madam, if you will. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'll kind of mess around with it for now. We'll see. This is a real complicated drawing. Holy shit. How did I do this on stream? I think it took several hours, didn't it? Oh, that he just outed me as having an AOL. Yeah, exactly. That's the part that I was kind of hesitating on saying. Because I was all like, ew. Who uses that? Apparently Emmy does. Imagine. Wow, imagine. I'll kind of mess around with her for a second. If I'm not feeling up for coloring her completely, we'll come back to it later. I did plan on drawing Heck a little more, but I'm still kind of iffy about the direction I want to take him. So we'll see. Opulence! You earn everything! Ow. Painful Taco Bell burp. I had one of those black bean Crunchwrap Supremes earlier today. It's still trying to fight its way back up. She's so fancy. I went ham on her. What are we doing our next one on? What is our next PNG tuber gonna be? Did we ever figure that out? I feel like somebody came up with something, but I can't remember what it was. It has to be a male, because we just did a female, and I like to go back and forward. Equality, right? I did want to try and draw like my monster boyfriends as PNG tubers, but I don't know how involved that would be. For some reason, I find it harder drawing things for myself. I feel like I've said this before, but I feel like it's harder drawing things for myself than it is for other people. Because like I stop and I think about it, I'm all like, is this right? Is this how I'm supposed to do it? And then when I'm drawing for somebody else, it feels a little more freeing. It's like, well, whatever. You know, they'll take what they can get because, you know, they like what I'm doing. But me, I feel like I'm more hypercritical of the things that I personally draw. Let's see. I couldn't figure out what was her aesthetic. Are we doing kind of like a winterish kind of like glow to her? Maybe like a blue? She is like a winter owl, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Something like this, right? Oops. Yeah, that's looking okay, I guess. But then what would I dress that part as? Would I do like a darker blue? I don't like that. And I don't like this blue, in fact. I feel like it needs to be a more understated blue. Or like a really overstated blue, like this. Like it's super bright. I'll keep working on it. I'll put this on another layer so that I can change it if I need to. But I also feel like the fur or like the trim to this needs to be like a soft pink color, like a baby pink. Okay, so this is not quite connected. Fix that. Not the trans theme color. I mean, she could be trans. We don't know that. It's up to the viewer to decide, I guess. Let's see. Need that pink color. Goes here. Got to keep up with the trans owl storyline. Trans owl, madam. I might just change the blue. Maybe just like white or like black. It's like a gray. Or maybe just pink. Maybe I should just do an all pink outfit. We'll see. She does look good in pink. What if I did like a sash that's red, like blood red? Why isn't it showing up? Oh, I think her feathers are in the way. There we go. And I could change this color if I don't like it. I just want to splash some color here just so I have it there and kind of decide from there. this red would come up here, because I think that fabric goes up to there. I also kind of want to draw my little Star Wars, like, original character robot kind of thing. And maybe Darth Maul. I have so much on my list that I have to draw, yet somehow I'm still not getting on here and drawing. Like, what is my deal? I don't know. Go get some of these little pieces of the pink that I missed. I don't hate the red, but I also don't like it. Am I doing like a pink lemonade color? I don't know. What if I make the dress yellow? Like a pink and yellow kind of thing. Oof, this is looking weird. I'll eventually figure out her, shows my grandma's age. I am okay with that. Hilarious. You're an ageless beauty. Red here. Let's see, what is that? What am I looking at here? This is pink. And this might be red. I think that's right. That looks alright. I'll figure it out, y'all. I'll figure it out. This coloration, holleration. Here's pink. Those feathers. Oh, those are her actual body feathers. Got it. Let's do that. Let's do the background just a little bit darker so I can tell the difference between the white. Okay. Yeah, I'm not liking these colors. Let me fix it to be something that I can actually tolerate here. Should it be just like a black and white kind of thing? Maybe it needs to be dark colored, like a plum. And then just like a, kind of like a brownish kind of color to like make it a little more matronly, I guess, is what I'm trying to think of. This doesn't look bad together. I was afraid of dark colors on her because she was a winter owl, She's not exactly hiding with a plum color and a beige neckline. But I guess she's wanting to be seen. I gotta change that red though. It's not working anymore. Maybe I can do it like a brownish kind of color instead, or like a burnt kind of orange. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Put you under here because that's where you go. And then I could do brown leather for the straps. Everybody loves brown leather. There's so many creases and corners in this drawing. Oh my god. So many spots that I missed. A wild Nidorina in chat. So we had the Nidoran male, and now we have the evolution of the female in the chat. Wonder if there's a theme going on right now. Oh, and earlier it was a Wormadam. So is it a gendered thing today? Pronouns? Let's see. I'll figure out the gem colors later. Just pulled in at the theater. Movie doesn't start for a bit though, but please remember to tell my mom that I'm at the movie so she doesn't think I'm dead. Exactly, Emmy. Pronouns? I mean, you got time. Call her, Torn. Damn. There's that. Definitely have to change that red. That is just not working for me. I do feel a little more comfortable with the colors though. Watching a movie and not supporting your husband's dream. I know, right? Ugh. Terrible. Ooh, I feel like this like purplish satin kind of looks good with this. I like that. That's not bad. On a phone? I know, right? Yuck. Real son of a bitch. Okay, so I do like how the colors are meshing now. The color BRB, good. Good. I'll do like a brighter pink for this little rabbit's foot. I'm gonna start doing some accessories here since she's got so many. I really went ham on her accessories. Need to not go so detailed next time. Goodness. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. We'll do that kind of brownish color here. Okay, that's nice. I think yellow is the eye color. Can look like this. I think the beak color is just black. I'm gonna make it like the darkest kind of shade here. I feel like she could pull that off. There we go. Yeah, she could pull that off. Give me some darker plumage here. I don't like that color. It's looking very understated, I guess. The sheer audacity. Let me see if another color would look good with this. Maybe a darker brown would look cute. Maybe. It would look like she pulled the plumage from another bird. Maybe I could add a gradient color to it and maybe make it a little more unique looking. Like maybe it can go into like a pink kind of color. I'll see if I can get that right. That way it actually looks a little more dynamic. Here, we'll do the colors here. Maybe she has a habit of pulling the plumage from other birds that do her wrong. Her trophies, right? I kinda like it. Ooh, there it is. Ooh, that's pretty. Yes, yes. Let's do that to the rest of the plumage. There we go. I'm gonna blur it a bit. Maybe I should make a gradient color for the dress too. Maybe that's what's bothering me. I guess when I do the shading, that'll be fixed. I feel like we need like a little bit of gray, like right here in the middle of her face. That. And what if did like a nice black, like kind of smoky eye kind of thing? Ooh, severe. I kind of want to tip her beak in like a goldish kind of color, or maybe like a kind of crimson, maybe. Let me see how that would look. Like just along the border of her beak. Kind of like a lip liner almost. It almost looks like she's got blood on her face. I don't know how I feel about it. If anything, I feel like she would have like a gold lined face. Ooh, yes. Actually, that would look really cool if I did that with like a gold metallic shine. Let's make gold her like accessories color. Gold usually matches a lot. Just a little bit right there. Let's gray up her eyebrows here. Make them more of a solid color. That way it kind of matches. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I like that. It kind of singles out her eyebrows while still meshing with the rest of the makeup. Yeah, that looks cool. Her face looks pissed, though. Let me erase above the eye. Yeah, I think I like that better. That way you can see it like against the jawline and against the like the bridge of her like beak, but not above her eyes. So that's good. What's that? That just not colored in, or what is that? Oh, some stray black lines I didn't mean to put there. Here we go. Okay, there's that. Okay, let's continue on the gold theme. I'm gonna brighten it up a bit. Maybe I'll lower the like yellowish. Yeah, there we go. A little less yellow. That way it doesn't clash with the golds. So here's some of the jewelry colored in. Go ahead and start working on some of the metal pieces here. Guess I'll do gold rim around this cameo. And then we'll make the middle of the cameo kind of like an ivory color. This buckle. Let's see. Ah, this key. This little chunk right here, and here, and here. I'll probably draw the little baubles, like, different colors. Bracelets, golds. Looks like I missed a little chunk of her feathers here. There we go. There's some more gold. Ooh, I think I missed another part of her feathers. There we go. Alright, so what color am I making those? Am I also making those golds? I mean, it wouldn't look bad having a gold fan. Nice gold hand fan. I kind of want to make the feathers in the hand fan go a little pale, like the ends of it are going white. Give it a nice clean kind of gradient color. Get rid of some of this gold here. She's so demure, right? Yeah, I like that. Just angle that gradient color a little bit away. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, I like that color. That's pretty. Reviews are starting, so I gotta get off my phone. Have fun, my love. Love you. Love you. I probably won't be on here for too much longer. I don't know. I haven't decided, but enjoy the movie. We're gonna make her gun gold, too. Because why not? Ooh. Looks like I missed part of the feathers again. Right in here. And down here, I'll make this like a leatherish color too. There we go. Or maybe it should be a lighter color. Whatever. That looks fine. And these little baubles can be any color, because, you know, they're supposed to be, like, accent colors anyway, so we'll just do that. Okay, so I'm gonna mesh this layer down. This music is sounding sinister, though. Not that. I might skip this. It makes it's feeling a little dangerous. There we go. I don't even know if y'all can hear the lo-fi. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. That way I can vibe. Let's make these rubies. There we go. Should I make the diamonds on the dress rubies as well? The gems, I guess, is what you would call them. Doesn't look bad. It sounds like two songs are overlapping. I guess that's just the song. I don't like it. Perfect for streaming. Let's see this one. We'll see. I'll keep looking for a good lo-fi playlist. Oh, no. Absolutely not. I will not stand for any words being spoken in my lo-fi. How dare they immediately give me that? I'm not here to listen to lyrics on my lo-fi. Okay, so the red gems don't look bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Ah, down here. We'll add a little sparkly spark to that too. Make it nice and shiny. She's a feast for the eyes. I think I may just do like a kind of like a pink pearlescent for the round gems on here. She'd look good with pink pearl. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Plus, the innuendo is too good to resist. We won't go into what that innuendo is because I don't have the right tags on, but you get it. Okay, I think if I'm going to be drawing anything smutty, I need to already have the lines done. Because I feel like when I do smutty things, I like to start out with some NSFW kind of references. And I definitely can't show that off on stream. So anytime I do anything smutty, I definitely like to prepare beforehand. That way you don't see all the... how the sausage is made, as it were. So if I do anything a little more sultry, I'll make sure to have it prepared beforehand. Maybe I'll work on Heck after the stream. Okay, let's get those feathers done on this little thing. Oops. So far, this playlist hasn't disappointed me yet, but I'm giving it time. Let's do the smallest little dab of gold right here. Right here. Actually, if I'm correct, this is also a gold piece too. There we go. I forget what this is supposed to be. It looks almost like an otter. Like a gold otter. I don't know. That's kind of silly, but I guess that's what I wanted. Okay, I think that she is now fully colored in. Should I give her a little bit of a blush? I kind of want to see what it would look like with just a teensy bit of blush. A little rouge. right here along her cheek. I don't hate it. I like the bit of like the cut crease kind of thing that makes it look like she has like a different eye. I wonder if I could do that up here too. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna put this on another layer. That way I don't fuck up the first layer. Okay, so it would be like this. Then I would cut out the eyelid. Like this. Then... I don't mind that. Let me see. Let me see if I could set this color on top of the white. And I'll set it. That way it's not covering anything else. We'll do a clipping mask. I kind of love it. It kind of gives her more of like an eye. Maybe I'll lower the opacity on the black here. Do like a 75%. Maybe I'll erase this too. Make this part of the eyelid. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. I'd be careful how I do this. I don't want to mess it up. Then again, it's, you know, it's on a separate layer, so it's not like I can mess it up too bad. So I want this to have like a kind of like a darker kind of point here. And then maybe I'll draw like another black line here for the eyeliner. Ooh, I need to use the restroom. I kind of like that. If I added some little lashes here. It is like a little more severe. And it's just a touch. It's just a touch of pink. Yeah. Alright, let me take a BRB, y'all. I have to go use the restroom. And I'll probably shade this when I come back. All right, I'm back. Let me figure out my headset situation here. They're all tangled up. Oh. There we go. Got it. Oh, nope, they're tangled up again. Hold on. There it is. I got it that time. Load. Try to get it on the right screen, too. Here we are. I have returned. Taco Bell is giving me the business, and that's all I'll say about that. Alright, I think I'm done with her colors. I guess I will shade her entirely. Let me look, give it a last glance here. Yeah, looks good. Let's put these together, label them, shading. Label this one, lines. Okay. I really should be more active on Instagram for our like actual channel. We'll figure that out later. All right. So let's duplicate this so we can start on our shading. Go ahead and do our 4 layers. Our top 2 layers are the airbrushing layers that add like a gradient kind of color to it. We'll do that first. We do divide as the top layer. Kind of brightens it up. And then we do linear burn for the bottom layer. I would say about 35% for both. Usually a good one. Here, let me try that again. Whoops. Gotta make sure that my color is highlighted so it doesn't get into the background. So here is the bottom. Let me turn this up a bit. It's not like it's a huge difference since she's like white in color, but you can kind of see how the light is more dynamic when you do this. It shows like it kind of gives you like a line of sight towards her like face, which is nice. And then we'll go in with the harder colors. Like the more definitive lines using the ink, what you would call the cell shading. Let me do these at a 40% for now. I usually like those to be harsher lines. Alright, so let's start with divide, which is the brighter lights. And these are interacting with the top gradient colors that we already did. So the lines will look a little brighter up top than they do down at the bottom. Like it'll be a lighter color. Because they're interacting with that gradient color too. You have to be careful not to like change your colors either. Then it'll look a little off. I really like the like divide / linear burn kind of like combination. It does really good with like skin color, like shading too. It's subtle. And instead of like making the top color that you're wanting to shade it like a white kind of shade, it makes it so that the layer underneath it is lighter in color of that color. So it's really like divide is really like the perfect layer. It adapts. It adapts well to the color underneath is what I'm thinking. I'm trying to say. The linear burn does the same thing, just in the opposite direction. Makes everything a darker color. I'm assuming other people kind of do the same thing. I'm assuming other people have figured out those layers do that same thing. There's also add, but add is for like a much more dynamic, kind of like lighter color. Usually I save that for like jewelry or like intense like shine in some way. Kind of like when I do leathers or plastics or metal. Add usually comes in handy for like metal too. While divide is very good for like skin color, fabrics, kind of textures. It's looking good. I like that. We'll do some kind of like texture, kind of like lighting, so it looks like this is actual fabric of some sort, or like downy feathers. Won't do too much, because then it becomes a little too detailed, but just enough. Just right. There we go. That's looking nice. We gotta do shading in just the right way, because if you shade it right, the fabric is gonna look a little more stiff, which is what I'm wanting. I'm kind of wanting like a more stiff kind of satin fabric for the top part of her outfit. Like this. You know, satin's usually pretty colorful, so we'll give it some like little light striations like this. Yeah, I like that. Very shiny fabric. Maybe I should lower the shine, because I'm gonna still do a metal shine layer. Let me take a little bit off of these earrings. Also, could you imagine how much these earrings would cost? Literally a giant, massive sphere of gold. That's pricey. Someone who could afford this much gold just to hang on her neck. That's opulence right there. Or not even on her neck, on her ears, I mean. Which I kind of want to do a little bit of shading going into the collar as well. Like a darker, kind of like grayish color going in that direction. That way there's a little bit more of kind of like it would make it so that her face is a little more on, like, so you'd give it more attention. Yeah, so we would have the gray coming from the middle section. Like this. And so your eyes are already drawn to the lighter parts of her feathers. I like that. Color these in a little bit. What's going on here? Huh. What is that? That part of the outfit? Or am I just tripping? What is that? Oh, I guess it was just part of the gradient not quite falling onto the outfit. Weird. Okay. Fixed it though. Where was I? Yeah, I was doing the lighting for the kind of like fluffy neckline here. I have to still make it look a little fluffy though, so I have to make sure that the lighting is kind of more cross-hatching. Or is it just hatching, since I'm not actually going back and forward? I think it's just hatching. Although I'm pretty sure I know how to do a very solid cross-hatching if I needed to. Not that I use that method very often. I don't think cross-hatching is very, like, used when it comes to cell shading. Alright. Let's do you a little brighter here, and you. I already see some small dots that I missed. I hate it when I see that. I hate it when I see like little dots that I've just tiny things that I just missed. And like you only see them when you zoom in like all the way. It's like, oh, come on. I have to go to that layer, I have to copy and paste the color, and I have to dab just a teeny little bit of color in that spot to fix it. Annoying. Alright, I fixed it though. Let's do a little bit of shading on these darker feathers, that way you can kind of still see some kind of shape to them. Thing is, we can't really shade the white feathers that much. We can, however, shade this and a little bit of the eyebrows. Let's do a little bit of a tip here. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Make it look more like a feather. That looks good. Alright, back to where we were. I still need to do more shading. Oh yeah, I've missed this entire part of the dress here. Let me make sure I get that. I feel like I still have enough drawing energy to keep going after I'm done with this. Because we've only been on for 2 hours. That's not too bad. Maybe I could start in on the next PNG tuber. Still haven't figured out who it is. I kind of want to do a bats. What other kind of creatures would you associate with a more masculine energy? What kind of animal would you associate with a more masculine energy? We've already done a horse, so that's not one we would do. We've already done like a wolf and like a tiger and all that. I don't know. I'll think about it. I know there's a bat that I really like in XXL Wolfia. But I don't want to do the exact same thing. The bat in that one is like some sort of like weird wolf hunter type thing. He's got like a Van Helsing style outfit with like a crossbow. Makes no damn sense, but you know, I guess they're going for like the vampire hunter kind of vibe. I don't question them. That's just, you know, they've got their own, I guess, creativity to that game. They also have like a pocket-sized mouse, which I'm assuming they're gonna do like macro mini style like fetishes for that. I'm not gonna get too into that because again, I don't have the right tags on. Maybe I should just put that tag on. I really should, because like I feel like at one point every time we're on stream I mention something a little saucy. It's fine. I'll be careful. A little bit of shading here, but not too much because we're near the bottom. There won't be as much light down here. There we go. It's a little better. You can kind of see the texture of the fabric. I think I am done with the divide layer, though. We're going to start in on the shadows. And the shadows, I feel like those who have been here and watched me draw, that's when you know everything comes together. Everything kind of looks a little more detailed. We're going to start doing that. It's like the shadows finally add that last dimension that we're waiting for. There we go. See, I can already tell it's making a difference. You see things kind of shaping up. Like, look at this gold ball earring. Reminds me of Dan. Look how shiny. Is he still... I don't think he's still found... Well, spoilers. I don't want to go into it. But there's a gold ball that looks very shiny like this. Which, it is Thursday, so the new episode of Dan is up on Netflix right now, I believe. So after this, I know what I'm watching. It left it at a bit of a cliffhanger last time I watched. That show's so silly, I love it. There we go. Let's put a little shadow underneath the hat, too. Some of this hair looking cool. Definitely giving her face a lot more shape. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to shade every single one of these feathers, but let me get a few of them, I guess. That'll be too much work. I'm not about here to shade every single one of these feathers. No, thank you. That's enough. After all, with the shading, it's like less is more kind of thing when it comes to cell shading. There we go. Nice. Plus, it's really hard to shade white anyway without going into blue shadows and stuff like that. Blue or beige shadows, but I don't feel like doing blue or beige shadows right now. I feel like I'm just gonna grayscale it. That should be enough. Whoops, forgot to turn off the reference. Oop, there it is. Put this in the shadows. We're underarm in the shadows too. There we go, that's a little better. This is all going to be shadowed. This here too. This here too. This here. And now the bow is coming into shape now that we've got our shadows going here. It's kind of a loose bow. Like a very loose, fluffy bow, so, you know, it's not too, like, defined, I guess. All this needs to be in shadow. A little bit of lighting here, just a teeny touch. put you. This is a little bit of her panty. Just a tiny little peek of her panty. Not too much, not too much. Just enough to be saucy. Here is her belt buckle with a little shading underneath the belt buckle. Let's do a little shading coming from this. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. A little bit of fluff. I can already see like a bunch of marks I missed right here on this little fluffy part. I hate that. I'll fix it after though. So then we need shading here, shading here. We'll match those together. Beautiful. Done. All right. A little bit of shading here. Good, 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 good. Touch that up a bit. Let's put some shading here, because this is kind of in the middle of the dress here. You can't really see that too much. Do an entire dark kind of color here. Maybe not all the way, I guess. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, that looks better. I think I'm gonna lower it down to that 35 that I usually do, though. I feel like it's a little too dark. There we go. That looks better. Just do a little bit more shading on this cameo, because it is a 3D kind of painting thing, so I gotta make sure it looks as such. There we go. That's better. That's better. Let's do a little shading underneath this collar, right, like this. That's looking good. A little more up here, underneath the actual trim. Here, there we go. Do a little bit of shading on this golden brooch. Brooch? Bruschetta? Bruschetta, though. Should I order bruschetta from the Olive Garden when we go this Saturday? I think I might. Always tasty. Nice crispy bread. Crispy, crispity crunchity. I guess toast is what you would call that. Is the bruschetta bread called toast? I need to look that up. I'm assuming it's called toast. Because it is like toast. Alright, get a little more of this purple print. I feel like I want to put a texture on this purple print. That would make it look really pretty. Let me look through my texture brushes and see what I can come up with. Ooh, which reminds me, I actually ordered some new Procreate brushes. I think I got a whole set of smoke. Because, like, I only really have a couple smoke brushes, but I think I have, like, 20 new ones now. I need to download those and put them on here so I can use them soon. Nothing like getting a really neat-looking, realistic smoke line. And I could use it for other things too. Like maybe like a milky texture inside of water. Also, I see a little chunk of white over here. Let me get rid of that. There it is. Okay, gone. Alright, alright, alright. Ooh, a couple more areas that I still need to shade, but not too much more. We're almost done with it. I might do a little bit of color correction on this one just to kind of make it all look a little better together. But other than that, I think I'm done with like the color and shading almost. Do a little bit shading on this gold. I think that wasn't part of the original drawing there. Then I need to shade the fan too. Totally forgot about that. It shade some of these feathers, I guess. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think I'm getting that good. Yeah, that looks better. The fan definitely looks a lot more textured, like it would be the good old Madam fan that you would see in like a good cowboy western. Like this'll blow some air at you. This'll keep her cool. Wonder where she got all this downy feathers though. I mean, owls do eat other birds, so, you know. I guess that's kind of expected at this point. It's always so scary when, like, the feathers over enemies. Exactly. Hi, Hex. That's always scary to me when there's an animal that eats smaller versions of the animal that they are. That is so scary to me. It's all like, it's so big that it doesn't mind eating the smaller versions of itself. Like, okay. I know I'm a bird, but that other bird looks delicious. Hope you're doing alright, Hex. If you're wanting to lurk, that is cool too. It does feel uncomfortable when I think about it too, right? Also, any animal that would eat a dog, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. Let's see. Okay, so right here. I hate how little this actually shows up on the white, but I guess that's the point of the bright white colors. Not the precious babies. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. The Taco Bell that I ate earlier is wreaking havoc on my guts, but other than that, pretty good. I don't regret it though. It was delicious. I never regret a good Taco Bell meal. Did you get a decade box? I did not get a decade box, but I saw what that was. I just got the Crunchwrap combo, but I swapped out the Crunchwrap for the black bean Crunchwrap because it feels a lot better than eating the beef from them. The texture to it is a lot better. The black bean version of it is. I mean. God, decade box. I'm looking at it like this is we're celebrating Y2K, literally my childhood now. Are we have we gotten to that point of age? Oh, Jesus Christ. I definitely felt some sort of way. Oh, Y2K, that thing that we were huddled in fear because we thought all the computers would turn off and take over. Sure, yeah, we're celebrating that. I feel like a horror movie came out recently about that. I can't remember who was in it though, but I'm almost positive. And I was so nervous about Y2K, right? And they hyped it up. The government hyped it up so much. Because they didn't know. I mean, obviously the internet was brand spanking new around that time. I think there was. I'm gonna have to look that up because I would be amused to watch that. They did. I'm gonna have to watch that. I bet it's so stupid, but funny. I think it's like a dark comedy. Because obviously, if you're making a horror movie about Y2K, you're not gonna try and take yourself too seriously. I think I got all the shading done. Let's do a little touch right here in the hair. Just a little bit. I don't want to overdo it. Alright, after that, I'm going to do a little color correction. It doesn't look bad. I might adjust some of the colors a teeny bit. But other than that, I think I have done it. Oh no, that's not shading, that's colors. Colors. This is shading. Whoops, almost mixed those up. Yeah, I forgot Fred Durst is in it, lol. Probably skip it. Fred Durst. Jesus. Feel like I remember seeing, yeah, there we go, some spots that I missed earlier. Here we go. That's where they all are, right around this area. Okay, I think I got it though. I think I got it. Oh right, I was gonna do a textured color on the purple. Let's see what I can come up with. Fabric patterns. Let's see. Ooh, this lace would be beautiful. Let's see. We'll do it smaller. Oh, yes, bitch. Yes. We'll kind of scoot it down a bit. Like it's creasing. Of course, there are creases in here that I should probably move the lace around with to cover, but I'm not gonna get that detailed, y'all. I feel like that's too much work. We're just gonna do the base amount here. I'll curve the lace a little bit, but I'm not gonna like completely cater it around the folds. That's too much work, y'all. You get it. You get it. Chunk over here too. Down. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's kind of change the coloration a little bit. Ooh, would black lace look good? trying to decide if I want it to be a darker lace or a lighter lace. I think lighter might work, but not light in the way I'm thinking of. It might be lighter in like a different color. Let me see. I don't think I did that right. Maybe I will do it darker. I don't know. I don't hate the lighter color. I don't like that light, though. Hold on. Let me do it at a 75%. So it's visible, but not too visible. Let me see what the lighting looks like on satin when it hits it. See if I can make a little bit more of a kind of like a texture. There's a lot of examples here. It looks like it has like a little bit of a noise to it, like a speckly texture. I could probably do that. So I'm gonna add a little bit of noise to the satin part of it. Texture. Where is my noise brush? Where are you? I feel like it's up here, right? I'm almost positive there's like a specific noise brush. I wish I could just type it in to find it. Can I? I don't know. So cozy. Oh, there it is right there. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, so let's add a little bit of noise to this. And noise is literally just like speckled kind of like texture to it. There's not too much of like a difference. But you can kind of still tell that the texture is there. We're gonna do a clipping mask. I kind of want to add a little bit of noise, like shadows too. I don't know. Hold on, let me see if I can get this right. If I don't like it, I can always just delete it. Not terrible, but I don't think it's me. Let me do a little bit of a blur and see if that helps, and then I'll add noise onto that. I don't know. I don't hate it, but it also doesn't quite look like it matches the rest of the like shading. Let me just leave it as a very light, just like a tease of like a curve. There we go. We'll just leave it like that. Okay, so now we'll take the background out, and I'm gonna add a little color correction. So let me just blot this out for just a moment. There we go. I'll just save it. Then we're gonna plop you right back in. There you go. We'll pop this back off. There we go. Let me see. Gotta check on a couple messages. Been getting messages all day, y'all. I still haven't decided what the next character is. Jody K, thank you for the check-in. These for a story? They're not. I actually draw these as like PNG tubers. I should eventually put them up on like Fiverr or something. That way people can use them on Twitch. I've been meaning to do that for the longest time, but I just keep forgetting. Let's see what would look good with her.
I get thirsty.
Let's do a 15%. Thank you for the hydrate. I am indeed hydrating now. Yeah, I may set up a Fiverr and have it advertised as a PNG tuber kind of like resource. But like a unique PNG tuber resource. Because I know there's a lot of like kind of the same thing out there. When it comes to PNG tubers, I kind of wanted to add my own kind of perspective to them. I bet it would be pretty popular with furries. I really believe in you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna do this pink kind of color. Maybe that'll be fine. We'll do it at a 12%. Yeah, the 12% really adds that like pinkish kind of color to it. So she does look like a pretty nice, like, madam. Oh, you know what I did? I forgot to add the shading back on. Oh, yeah. That adds more definition. Hold on, let me save it now that I have the shading on. What a silly bitch I am. Duh. And then I have to add in the, like, shinies. All right, try that again. Okay, that looks much better. Now that I actually have the shading on. Yes, yes. Look at this bitch, she's opulent. I'm gonna add in some shiny bits for like her earrings and the gems on her, whatchamacallit, her dress. Ooh, that's too big. Like that's not really showing up. There we go. We'll do a nice big sparkle on this earring. I feel like the sparkle would be coming from that direction, though. That's the way I did the lighting. There we go. There we go. Ooh, look at that luminescence, bitch. Sorry, I didn't mean to call y'all bitch, but I'm getting excited about this color. Look at that. Ooh, that is shiny. Then we'll do the beak, the gold coated beak. Look at that. Ooh. Stunning. Do a little bit here, a little bit here. Yes, bitch, yes. Oh, she is glistening. Ooh, yeah, let's put a big one on this ring. Ooh, that's shiny as fuck. Let's put just a little bit here, just a touch down here. I don't want to do it on all of them because then it looks a little odd. We'll just do it on a couple, just some accent pieces. Okay, I think I got them. Make sure to add some gold color to these rings and to the fan, because it's a gold-plated fan, because of course, she's an elegant woman, so she deserves it. Let's go a little less. Let's do a 95% on the ad. That way it's not completely crazy colored. I'm gonna erase a little bit of the one on the beak. Not too much, but just enough. That way it shows up that it's like beak shaped. But you can see that the beak is gold plated. Like just the tip. Oh, it's already 8 o'clock. My goodness. Alright, I think I'm done with her, though. Doesn't she look fabulous? I'll have to do the blinking eyes and the mouth that opens off stream. But I will post this into the Discord. That way y'all can see our latest VTuber model. She looks wonderful, thank you. Have you seen all of the VTuber models, Hex Machine? I don't know if I showed them all to y'all. I've gone through a few of them. We've seen a couple. Okay, so there's her, the owl madam. We got the turtle raccoon hybrid, and he's like a uncle, like grandpa tourist kind of guy. We have the pop star idol kind of like otter, a fashionista. She's super cute. I bet a bunch of people would love to use her. We have the Butch Robot Frog Guard. I like her. And she's like a spacefarer kind of person. We have the slutty lingerie axolotl with thick body curves and huge luscious lips. Let's see. We have the slime on the hover thing. It's got its own thing, and it's got like a bunch of random like items and stuff inside of it. See a Furby, Nintendo Switch, a succulent, a crown, some boots, some candy, a phone, and then the skull is where it talks from. Like when you talk, the skull is what opens and closes. We have our collegiate bee/hornet. We have an entire Thanksgiving dinner family. And they all blink and close their eyes at the same time. It's super creepy. Let's see. We have our DJ, like, cat panther guy. He's one of my favorites. He's real handsome. The cranberry sauce, right? But he's cute. I like him a lot. We have our demon. A really neat, like, leather daddy demon. Those nipples are huge. But I like him. I like his ears and everything. We have our farmhand horse, our himbo horse, with his overalls coming off. We have our cowboy fox, because of course, if we have a horse, we need a cowboy, right? Let's see. We have our redheaded, kind of casual daddy, and I think for this one the twist was that the cat was who you are. Like the cat is what opens its mouth and talks when you use this PNG tuber, and the man just stays silent. There's a lot. We've got a ton of them. Here is the stoner mantis shrimp. With his kind of like stoner gamer mantis shrimp. Got his Cheetos and all his little hands. We have the like suave kind of bouncer looking rhinoceros, white rhinoceros, with his fancy pink suit. I like this one. He's got big old titties. We have kind of like our emo, kind of like cute queer bear with like his little punk hairstyle and like his little buttons and his tattoos. Rhinoceros, exactly, Jody K. Wild Poochiana in chat for whoever's playing Pokemon Community game. We have our sugar glider on a giant dessert rhinoceros, exactly. Our giant dessert kind of like milkshake thing. You can see like slices of fruit, wafers, candy, sprinkles, donuts, those little swizzly things. And yeah, you get it because of sugar. This is I think this is one of the first ones that I did. It's just kind of like an Oni / demon kind of generic kind of guy. Yeah, I think that was the first one technically. So you see, we've come a long way from that first demon to our like cowboy madam. Like, she is detailed. Thank you, Hex Machine. You need a Maine Coon bear. I do already have a bear, so I'm trying to figure out, out of all that you've seen, are there any like monsters or animals that you think you would want to see? Bear isn't a gay man bear. True. An iguana. Have I done a reptile yet? Huh. That's a good point. I have not done a reptile yet. Interesting. So what would be the vibe that this reptile would have? Like, what is it giving? I'm trying to think of what a reptile would be like. Or we could blend it with something else. Chameleons that change colors for different queer flags. Ooh. That would be interesting. It'd be a lot of work, though. Let's see. So I feel like they should be like... I feel like they should have like the thin, tiny waist and big ol' pecs, kind of like how the Panther DJ was set up. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of what other vibes. I could also just make them a drag queen. I mean, that would just make sense since they're shifting forms, kind of like a chameleon. I can even draw the big ol' like ball-like eyes that kind of go in different directions. But they're like a surfer or rollerbladed beach guy. That would also work too, like really long blonde hair. Drag queen would also be super rad. I don't know, maybe that's something I'll have to think of for now. But I'm gonna put that idea here so I don't forget. Because I will absolutely forget. Let's see, let's put that right here so I remember. Let's put the ideas. We could put drag queen, surfer. Oof, my spelling is not the best. I'm trying to think of other things too. I'll just put like queer aesthetic. I don't think I'm spelling that right, but that's fine. I'll get it. My future self will get it. Beach vibes. That's a possibility. Okay, so. Oh, good. All right, so let me think about anything else, as long as you could read your own spelling right. What else? We need some more ideas. That way I could either blend a bunch of them together or kind of pick and choose one. Let's see. I'm thinking of something, I don't know. I want something classy as well, but I don't know. What would be something classy that an iguana would do? A bartender. Ooh, I like that idea too. I'm writing that down. Because then they can like have drinks. What if they had extra arms? And they'd be like shaking a drink in one hand and like holding something in another. Okay, so that's another one. Bartender has a hulu bar, a tiki bar. See, we already have our like raccoon raccoon turtle, and he's kind of like a tourist, and he's got that kind of like aloha t-shirt kind of vibe. Although it would be really cute for him to be holding like tiki drinks. I'm putting it down. Tiki drinks. That would be kind of cute. And like his hands can be different colors depending on the drink that he's holding. Oh, that would be so cute. All right, hold on. I'm putting that down too. Hands change color with drinks. Okay, so that's good. Okay. Beach vibes, long blonde hair. I might use these other ideas for other things. So I'm gonna keep these too. Now with the surfer beach vibes, are we thinking like sexy Baywatch Speedo? Are we wanting those, like, you know those suits that you wear as a surfer that's like skin tight and it makes you look like a superhero? Speedo versus full suit. But we would have the suit peeled down. A wetsuit, thank you. Let me write that down. Full wetsuit. But like peeled down so that you could see his like abs and pecs. Half down. I feel like the iguana is not the right vibe for the surfer one. But I know that there's going to be an animal that we can do that with. Maybe like a shark. Ooh, that'd be sexy with like a shark one. I'm putting that down just in case. We're just going to do shark, maybe? Question mark? A manta ray. That would be a very difficult way. A very difficult one to like anthropomorphize. But I like where your head is at. We could probably make like a manta ray tail. Ooh, or like his head could be a manta ray and the rest of his body can be like shark-like. Ooh. I'm putting that down. Head is a manta ray. Okay, so we'll leave that there. So we're gonna get rid of chameleon because we made it. We're gonna do like an iguana. So we're gonna put iguana down here. Iguana. Okay. Okay, so now I have to think of the drag queen plus queer aesthetic. Like, what kind of animal would be good for that? Because, of course, it's going to be a male. Not that women can't be drag queens. I just want this specific character to be male as a drag queen. Everyone can be drag queens, y'all. So I have to think of something that would be a good drag queen when it comes to the animal kingdom. You need a king. A lion drag queen, Jody K. Holy shit. I mean, I know what you mean by also having a drag king, but also that is like, that kind of triggered the lion drag queen. Oh my goodness, she'd have the biggest head of blonde hair. Giant blonde mane. Mane, I think. Is that? Yeah, that's how that's spelled. Ooh, these are good ideas. Thank y'all, by the way. This is so helpful. Mate, I was looking at it. I was like, I don't think that's right. Thank you, Jody K. I was like, that doesn't look right. Oh Lord. I have to think of what kind of queen she would be too. Let's see. I want to say blue dress? Blue sequin dress. Yes. There has to be some sort of like rainbow flag of some sort. That'll go along with the, like, of course, the queer aesthetic. Cat, and think you'd do a Maine Coon. I mean, that's not out of the question. But what would be the aesthetic? What would be their vibe? Because, you know, we've got the, like, when we come up with the animal, we also have to come up with like what it is and what it does. We'll just put cats. Ooh, not can't. Woo! I'm a cat, not a can't. Never mind. Anyway, that's not capitalized. So, like, with a cat, I'm thinking I kind of want to do, like, you know how, when little girls want to be princesses, and they have the, like, massive, gross pink outfits? Although a giant... Ooh, wait. Okay. I like that. A buff Maine Coon lumberjack? I kind of like that better. He's gonna have big ol' pecs. I need to look up what a Maine Coon cat can look like. So what else would be his aesthetic? So he would have an axe, of course. I don't think there's an E on axe. Let me axe you something. Go ahead, Jody K, are you in our Discord? Think Ron Perlman. I like that. He would have like a big old mustache and look kind of sour. Mutton chops. Oh, he's deep in the woods then, isn't he? This is like a wilderness man that is just a lumberjack on the side. That's how he makes his money. He chops down trees and takes it over to the village or to the local hardware store so they can use the wood. Because of course he has everything else taken care of. Mutton chops. Maybe a large, let's say large beard. And we'll figure out the aesthetic when we draw it. So let's say a loner kind of aesthetic. Should I stick to the pics in pet pics? Yes, please! Let's see. I still kind of want to do a bats, but I don't quite know what the aesthetic for a bat would be. Because it's kind of hard to think of an outfit you would be wearing while also have, like, giant webbed, like, wings. And I also want to make all of my monster boyfriends again. I don't know if I've shown off my monster boyfriends. Let me see if I can find a PG-13 version of them. Hold on. We'll just, we'll say our brainstorming is the last part of this stream, and we'll end it after we're done kind of talking about it. Let's see. I think I have my monster boyfriends here somewhere as a PG-13 drawing. Is there any dong showing? No, there's no dong showing. I am Nerd Candy, yes. Okay, so here are all my monster boyfriends. It's been a while since I've drawn them, so I want to redraw them again in a more, yeah, I know, hide the dongers. There's just, obvious bulge. I think we can be okay with that. But I wanted to draw these again. These are 12 monster boyfriends, and I want to draw 6 new ones. So we would go through all 12 of the monster boyfriends in the new style, kind of like the way I would draw the PNG tubers. And then we would draw 6 more after that. That would keep us very busy. Yeah, the mummy was actually very popular. He's actually a very cursed man. Like, he's got a massive amount of curses. Oh, shit. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with my screen. Give me a sec. Here, let me see if I can pull up his page. Where you at, buddy? Where you at, guy? How's it going, buddy? Do I not have the pages around here? Thought I had them in this area. Oh, there they are. Here he is. Lots of photos shared, including some professional photos. Ooh. He cursed the screen, exactly. Yeah, he's got a lot of curses on him, and the wraps that are around him are like holy fabrics. And he has like every single like holy artifact kind of symbol on him to hold the curses back. But he's kind of like a crypt, like a, what do you call those people that raid crypt raider? And he would look for treasures and stuff, but he of course would get cursed every time he did it. So like eventually he just started looking demonic and everything. And you're really not supposed to touch him because you could also get cursed, but you know, some people would take the chances. Ooh, a new tattoo. I think there might be a spot for tattoos. I don't think, well, maybe not, but you could probably put that in like selfies and stuff if you want to show us what the tattoo looks like, because you know we love tattoos. Let me see if I have more of them. I'm making sure that none of them show dong. I share the tattoo I got in April. I forgot. I'm not sure. Put them both in there if that's okay. If you don't mind sharing with us. You don't have to, but it would be really cute to see. I'm drawing a little speedo over one of the creatures just so y'all can see it. Oops, wrong layer. What a silly bitch I am. Impromptu Speedo. Yes, exactly. I'll make it look classy, though. Because only one of them kind of had a little bit of sauciness going on. The rest have cover-ups. They have underwear on, at the very least. Shared in selfies and stuff. Thank you. Okay, so I do have some fairly new-ish Monster Boyfriend ones. Let me see what year this was made in, because I'm sure it's been a couple years. Sorry if I'm keeping you on the title screen. Again, I don't want y'all to see anything nasty. Not that you couldn't handle it, it's just, you know. 2021, it's been 4 years. Jesus. Okay. I think I'm okay to show what I've got now. Okay, so here is the kind of like, okay, we know what Twitch wants us to suffer, exactly. I would be showing nasty stuff all night long if they let me. Here's the impromptu Speedo I drew for him. Doesn't look bad. This is my swamp monster boyfriend. I feel like I need to kind of adjust a few things on him. I don't know if I like the wings underneath the arms, and I feel like I need to change. That's cool. It's a good Speedo. Thank you. I feel like I need to change the face up a bit because I'm still not sold on that either. The big tattoo is a cover up. After the big tattoo, I decided to make that leg my travel tattoo leg. So I had to get my New Zealand tattoo in New Zealand from Maori. What is NZ? Is that New Zealand? I'm bad with shortened things. A Maori artist. Oh, that sounds fun. I'm gonna have to look at those. Hold on. I've got my phone up now. New Zealand. Okay, I guess they're right. Look at me. Oh, look at that kitty. Oh, what a big kitty. I'm kind of seeing the big beard aesthetic now that now that I see the cat. That would be a very majestic beard. Oh, that little kiwi is so cute. Oh, that's adorable. Also, that cover-up tattoo is massive. It is beautiful. Holy shit. That's like a freaking painting. Those are amazing, Jody K. Dang. 7.5 hours in one sitting. I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you did that, but it turned out gorgeous. Yeah, I love those. That little kiwi is so cute. Okay, so let me look through all our monster boyfriends. This is my swamp monster. I think I have like lore and names for them all, but I don't remember them all. So I would have to redraw them in a way that I find aesthetic. Also, all of them got a little slimy ball in the corner. I don't know why I gave them a ball to play with, but they all have a little ball that they got to play with. This is a shapeshifter. So this is his, like, form. He kind of looks like a mannequin whenever he's in his regular form. So that's what the gray one was. So he could shapeshift into whatever he wants. This is the Oni. He's like a spellcaster. I like his tattoos. I might adjust the tattoos for the new drawing. Like that you gave them a toy. Of course, I take care of my monster boyfriends. I make sure that they are stimulated with toys and all that. This is my demon. I like this demon a lot. I might fix the skull face though. Like, I feel like it needs work. Like, all of the characters I have are like 80% a little bit like I like them. He looks really cool. He's one of my favorites. So I may fix up the skull face a bit when I draw him again. Touch up the big tattoo, my West African tattoo, and then get the Peace Corps tattoo logo with a realistic dove on the back of my calf. Oh, that's gonna look so cool. Here is my cyborg. I like how he looks. I feel like I need to adjust the like hair. But I like how he looks otherwise. I may adjust the colors, but I like this one. This is the shark. I definitely need to fix his face. The face isn't quite right. And now that I've seen a couple sharks in some of these Bara games, like XXL Wolfia and Dislight, they both have shark characters, and I feel like I could kind of model mine after theirs. This is the Cursed Man. Here is my, like, jackalope character. He's real handsome, though. Ooh! Look at that face. I may fix the horns up a bit. It doesn't quite look like they're attached to his head. I need to make them look a little fleshier. And maybe the ears are much more pointy, or kind of like floppy. So pretty. I know, right? He's got such a, like, slim little slutty waist. And like the little hooves. You see, they're finding rabbits with horny grows. Oh my goodness, that'd be so cute. This is my slime guy. He is the gelatinous cube boyfriend. And of course, he also has a bunch of crap inside of him. And see, he's got a skull under there and everything. One of my favorites. Fungus something, but it's causing it. But real life jackalopes. That would be so cool if there's actual horns that came out of them. This is my neon demon. This is one of my, like, original type creatures. It's just, like a pink and blue demon that kind of bleeds this, like, neon substance. And, like, they paint these on to kind of, like, power themselves up with their own blood. But they're one of my favorite creatures. I need to redraw them. Like the fur that's around the neck and the arms and the tail, that is all, like, that could be different colors. I actually did a whole Neon Demons kind of like series where I drew them after people from Instagram. They were really cool. But I decided to make one of my main Neon Demons into my monster boyfriends. Super cute. This is an alien. I need to, like, kind of make some more alien features on him. But he's a cutie. He's like a base look to him. I might change his eyes up. But I like him. Oh, I guess that was it. Yeah. So that was all the monster boyfriends. I think I may do what I'm doing with the VTubers. I may do that type of art with them. But I also want them to look super cool, so I don't know. We'll see. And I want to draw 6 more. Just to make another, like a series 3. Like, this is a series 1 monster boyfriend, and then we have series 2 monster boyfriends, and then we need to work on a series 3. I already know that I want a gargoyle, a vampire. What else was I thinking of? I know there's a gargoyle and a vampire. And I want to say maybe a zombie? Like classics, right? Gargoyle, vampire, zombie, who else? Who else? I have a werewolf. I didn't show y'all that one because it wasn't done. But hold on. I think it was on, he was on the main one. He was on the main kind of splash one where it was everybody. Here he is. He's kind of back here. He's cursed Egyptian man, and he's got like these glowing tattoos on it. He real crazy. He knows the cursed man a lot. There's some connection. Yeah, you can see the top row is Series 1, and the second row is Series 2. Mouse died. Oh no! Yeah, so I would have Gargoyle, Vampire, Zombie. I wonder if we could make a good Ghost. Micro USB. You can kind of see how they evolved, right? You can kind of see like the first row is kind of like a little more simple. Whoops. Oh, that was their human forms. I don't think there's anything nasty on there. But look, I actually gave them human forms too. Good thing it wasn't explicit. Oop, that would have been crazy. A Dracloak in chat. Hold on. I think I may need one of those. I don't know what a Dracloak is, but I want it. Just run my way out of here and chill for the night. Have a good one, Jody K. Thanks for hanging out. I may end here in just a moment anyway. Wouldn't have seen anything, right? Thank you. Okay, well, let me think again. Okay, so Gargoyle, Vampire, Zombie, Ghost. Should we do like a bug creature? Like a Mothman? Okay, so that would be added to that, like a bug creature. What else? I don't think I have any, again, I don't think I have any lizard folk. So like a dragon. There we go, done. That's the next 6. Let me write that down, hold on. Let me find a blank sheet to write that down on. What about a Wendigo? Ooh, I do like Wendigos. I'm gonna write that down too, and then we can kind of pick and choose between them all next time I'm on. Okay, so, oops, not that. Vampire. I might switch out the vampire because the vampires aren't, you know, all that. Unless I make him like a transformed vampire. Gargoyle. Zombie. A zombie would be real fun. I need a zombie boyfriend, of course. Ghost. Dragon. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Vampire, gargoyle, zombie, ghost, dragon. I'm forgetting. I know Wendigo is on here, but I'm forgetting somebody. Vampire, gargoyle, zombie, ghost, dragon. 6. Huh. See, this is why I'm writing them down. Because I had just some scattered. Oh, the bug guy. Yeah, kind of like a Mothman. Okay, so what else? I already have a jackalope. I might do like a Cerberus. And we could always do a series 4, of course. We'll have to see how far I can get into the first series. I kind of want a tiger man. Ooh, and an avian. Maybe like a crow. Ooh, that would be cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10. I wonder if two more. So naughty, 3 heads and 3 dongers. Ooh! Yes, Hex Machine. Okay, so we've got Crow Avian. I kind of want to draw like an elemental. And I'll figure it out what elemental it would be later. What else? Lava, yeah. And maybe some kind of mutant, like a glowing kind of radiated mutant. We'll see. A tree man. Oh my goodness. That is a good idea too. Man, we have so many, and then we can draw like flowers coming off of them too. Oh my goodness, that's such a good one, Hex Machine. So good. I feel like we need some sort of like, I know we have an android, but I feel like we need something a little more like techie. Because I feel like he's more of a robot, and we need some sort of like, a hologram. Yes, a hologram. And it would have like a little functioning thing that floats over and like creates him, like an orb. That would be where he comes from. Yes. Oh my god, there's so many. We'll leave it at that because I have to really use the restroom, and we'll come back. This just means that I really have to come back and do all of these with y'all because I'm excited now. Like with all these ideas, thank you, Jody K and Hex Machine. I think Jody K is already gone, but thank you, Hex Machine, for helping me come up with those ideas, and earlier for helping me with the VTuber models or PNG tuber models. I'm really excited to do all those and see y'all again. So maybe this will be the spark that helps me get back into it. But I'll see y'all later, and thank y'all for hanging out with me, and y'all have a good one. Bye.